Reactibles. It's not in the dictionary. We made it up, but it works. What's going on, everyone? Happy, what's today? Wednesday, I think it is, right? Wednesday already. Holy mac. Wednesday what? The 17th or 18th? The 18th. Hey! Alrighty, guys. What's going on? Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone had a good day. Busy day today. Oh boy. With these collectibles. But hope everyone's doing well. Little midweek stream. So why not? Lots of stuff to talk about today. Thought we'd bring back Reactibles. You know, it's been a long time. Man, I woke up to some news today by Prime One, my beautiful Prime One. This is I woke up. This is how I felt today when I woke up. My heart was broken. But we're going to get to it. We're going to talk about what we know, what's been shared in the community. Speculation, maybe a little speculation. We'll see how it goes. I'll put the link in the chat if anybody wants to join. You guys are welcome to. How do I get the link here? Here. Copy. You guys are more than welcome to come hang out if you like. Let's see who we got in the chat, and then we'll get this baby kickstarted. Theo, open it up. What's going on, Theo? Happy Thursday for you, man. Hope you're doing well. Altered States here. What's going on, brother? We got Over Buff. Happy Wednesday, guys. March is all over just about. Man, it's a mess, Theo. What's going on, Random? Not Chatter. This is Reactibles. Most people don't know Reactibles. Reactibles, I kickstarted a long time ago. React, what was it? Reacting plus collectibles, Reactibles. Jay, what's going on, brother? Happy Wednesday to you, man. Statue Kingdom's here. What's going on, brother? We got Cash in the house. What's going on, Cash? Cheers to the Wednesday evening, John and gents. Heck yeah, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't wait till Friday to talk about this stuff. I didn't want to get it all mixed up, too, with the show. So I said, hey, why not? Let's talk about what happened. And we're going to, it's not going to just be a downer show. We're going to talk about JND too. And kind of what they're bringing to the table right now. Which is really nice to see. Angel's in the house. What's going on, Angel? Again, I put the link in the chat. Anyone wants to join, you guys are more than welcome to. I'll do it again. Man. Alright, let's do it. Prime One. I don't know what's going on today, but we woke up to this. Let's take a look. We woke up to this. A whole bunch of just, I'll just share quick, all these pages here of just, you know, I got it in French. I think it originally was, I don't know if it was Chinese written or whatever from the forums overseas, but it wasn't in English. And I what I did was I did a chat GBT to kind of get some more information as to what all this gibberish here was saying. And this was posted by a group, in a group by people. Apparently they're well known, so it's true or whatever. I don't know. I'm just going to say what was posted, what ChatGPT translated it to, and then I'll tell you how Prime One responded to it. And then we could talk about what you guys think. So starting here, it's all over the place. I don't know if this is in order, but we're going to start it here. So this pretty much just says, let me pull it up here. When I translate it, it says, on February 6th, they sent a truck to transport the goods. They loaded 9 full trucks. That same evening, they sent a bank receipt indicating that the payment had been made, but that it would be necessary to wait until Monday, February 9th, because banks in Hong Kong are not open on weekends. We believe this and arranged the release. Afterward, the money was never credited. At the time, the new year was approaching. More than 100 people were waiting for money to get through the holiday period, and we can only temporarily gather funds to pay employees' salaries. After several unsuccessful calls, we decided to report the crime. However, since this is cross-border trade, the utility bills provided by the other party do not contain a settlement code, which makes it impossible to verify whether the funds were actually sent. The other party's agency does not have a physical address in Hong Kong, but on the day of delivery, some molds were still in our factory, and we had agreed to handle them afterwards. So, the one I got here is in French. This is what it translates to in English. I don't know, bro. All right. They're talking about what I can assume is the factory was supposed to be paid before the Chinese New Year. It doesn't look like it ended up happening. And workers kind of went the holiday without the money. So a factory without money. It's a little reminiscent of earlier times last year, which is making me nervous. Here's the next one. I want to express 3 things here. Again, French to ChatGPT. It was probably translated from Chinese to French, and then I'm converting it to ChatGPT. So it's a little probably lost in translation, a little bit of the stuff I'm reading here at some points, but we'll get through it. Actually, let me make sure I read everything here. Yeah, okay. All right, here's the next one. I want to express... before I read it, let me go to the chat, make sure everyone's doing well here. Ao was here. What's going on? Buddy, good to see you. Cylon's here. And Waylon is here. He made it to a live. You love to see it, brother. 32 people in here again. If you guys want to come, and if you want to come and hang out, you're more than welcome to join the live show here with me. But let's keep going. Fettuccine's here. What's going on, Fettuccine? I'll just keep the live chat going with the comments. All right, here we go. Second page. I want to express 3 things here. 1, trust must have limits. We have suffered their loss, and we hope our peers will no longer fall into such traps. Overseas transfer receipts must include a settlement code. Whatever, I guess that's a code when you're sending money or whatnot. And it is preferable to ensure that payment and delivery of goods happen simultaneously. 2, in commercial transactions with foreign companies, it is important to note that they may use multiple layers of shell companies to avoid responsibility. In this example, they mention Prime 1. Again, this is all hearsay. Was commissioned by a Hong Kong other company, which was commissioned by someone else, who then transferred the goods to the company, another company, where they served as a supervisory director. So it looks like when they're doing business, they're not using the official name, from what I'm reading here. After 5 years of cooperation, all molds and production materials will soon be put up for sale. Interested parties can follow our account. We will publish an auction link later. Special statement if you want. I can also explain the business or scam situation this is describing in simple terms. Oh boy. Last but not least, this one here. This one actually shows some statues. Here's what it says. The condition of the mold has been checked and confirmed to be intact. Other models are currently in preparation. If you purchase and wish to start production, we will do our best to provide initial technical support. And then it goes on to mention the studio name, which is Prime 1, ACG work, Fate series scale, 1/3 sale status. Anyways, in stock original box with original box, more mold auction progress coming soon. So essentially what this looks like, what I can gather from what I'm reading, this is what we woke up to, and it's all allegedly. What they're saying here through the 3 pages we just read is essentially it sounds like a factory was owed money. They pretty much didn't get the money, so they decided to put the molds of the actual statues that they were using up for auction, which is craziness. Do you know what that means? People buying these molds and then recasting these statues, that can become very, very problematic. I don't know all the pieces here. It looks like a lot of anime pieces. The one that really stands out is the Kratos. Oh, wow, the Ghost in the Shell. Okay. Oh, the Final Fantasy ones are here too. Oof. Oh, boy. So, whatever. This was shared, and we didn't know what to think about it in the morning, because it was like, okay, what's this? Like, who are you? Who is posting this? But then it started getting traction, and more people were posting it, and then it wasn't only that. There were more conversations having, and people were posting other conversations that weren't completely even to do with this business. Stuff about like their allegedly, again, stuff on how what it's like to work there, or what it's like to apply for a job there, or whatever. Let me get my chat up. I posted everything and converted it. Let me see if I have it here. Give me a second. Yeah, like some stuff was stuff about job seekers and deliberately belittling them, and I don't know. I don't want to get into all that. That's crazy. Like, that's a whole other, like, let's stick to the business part of it. The stuff that affects the collectors, I'll do a little bit more research there, and if it needs to be discussed, it needs to be discussed. It's just this this doesn't look good in any context. It doesn't matter what we talk. This doesn't look good. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Mr. Popo stopping by. Good to see you, brother. My Kratos and Major up there. Yeah. What's going on, Klaus? Good to see you. Pedro's in the house. What's going on, Pedro? Nice avatar as always. Boom. Right in the morning, Prime One reacted pretty quick. This was their response. Statement regarding the circulation of certain information and product deliveries. Thank you for your continued support of Prime One Studios products. We've confirmed that a certain manufacturing factory, which is one of our business partners, has made unilateral claims regarding payment matters toward our company, and that such claims have been circulating on social media and other platforms. However, to the best of our understanding, there's absolutely no outstanding payment owed by our company. On the contrary, in order to support production, we have already made advance payments exceeding the contracted amount. In connection with this transaction, we have further confirmed that the factory applied pressure, including demanding that we sign an agreement containing unreasonable terms, placing us in a situation where we had no choice but to comply. In addition, the factory has engaged in conduct that interferes with our business operations and damages our reputation, including conducting auctions of molds used in the production of our statues, carrying out protest activities targeting our office in China, and making improper billing claims. In response, we are working in cooperation with relevant authorities and professional advisors to clarify the facts and proceed with necessary procedures. We will take strict action, including legal measures, against acts that may constitute the dissemination of false information, obstruction of business, or defamation, as well as any other wrongful conduct. Oh boy. While we sincerely regret the concern this matter may have caused, we would like to assure our customers that the following products, which have been mentioned on social media and other platforms, are already in production. We will ensure delivery to all purchasers as scheduled and under our responsibility. Please be rest assured. They go on to list the Ultimate Premium Masterline, Fate Stay Night Saber, Ultimate Diorama Masterline Evangelion the Fourth Angel, Real Elite Masterline God of War Ragnarok Kratos, Concept Masterline One Punch Man Genos, and then you got the three Alien vs. Predators, the Scar, Celtic, and Chopper Predator mentioned. Furthermore, any auctions of certain statue molds and silicone molds used in the production of these statues, as well as the sale or transfer of counterfeit products, constitute illegal sales in breach of our contract. We respectfully ask that customers refrain from purchasing through any channels other than our official retailers and authorized sales platforms. We sincerely apologize for the concern and inconvenience this situation has caused to our fans and partners. Prime One Studio remains committed to providing accurate information and to maintaining the quality of our products and the stability of our production and supply systems. That's a lot to unfold there. What's going on, VP? Pedro says, I assume they'll be done with that factory after these pieces are done. Yeah. It's weird though. Yeah, it becomes the factory's claiming one thing, Prime One's claiming another. We've seen this unfold before. It's crazy we're dealing with this again. We saw it with XM, right? I don't think to that level yet, but man, another company claiming funds aren't being transferred on time or this and that. Was it a miscommunication? Was it something wrong with the bank? Was it a Chinese New Year issue? I don't know, but at the end of the day, if money's owed, you got to make sure that money's there on time. Now, Prime One, of course, is coming and claiming that we paid it, and we paid even more than what is owed, so we're up to date. So we don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but I'll tell you, not a good look. What else is not a good look that I found a little concerning when looking at this was those predators. If I remember correctly, the QC photos were shared with them, with the Scar Predator, those brothers. If I remember correctly, the QC was shared, that it was already in production, QC was being done, and then an email later was sent out that the statue was experiencing QC difficulties and had to be delayed. Now that becomes the question of, is it really going through QC issues, or is it something else behind the scenes, like these factory issues that they're facing? Because there are a lot of pieces that are delayed, like a lot. A few years even, some of them. The Predators, Ivy on Throne. Piggy knows that one well. Berserk, Guts and Casca just got pushed back. Some of the Terminator pieces were pushed back. A lot were pushed back. So I'm really interested to see if the whole QC info update was just, to kind of cover things up. I hope not. I love Prime One. Prime One is one of my top companies. I think the majority of my collection is Prime One. But man, I don't understand how these companies have allowed themselves to get to this point where they're having factories bash them publicly. Top companies. I don't understand. And then it made me think even further. Well, then now the Bermeo Joker in quarter scale makes tons of sense. It was a cry for help. That really is a cry for help. I hope not. I really hope that this is just like a little, misunderstanding. But to get to the point that it's at, I don't think it's going to be. I hope that we don't see more of this where they're having issues with payment and stuff. Maybe it was the Chinese New Year's fault and this is just a little thing. But man, to be selling molds at auction, that is horrible. That is horrible. Your statue that you bought, the mold's going to be sold and people could be producing it. That's all you're going to do. Stay off of eBay and all these other sales posts, because they're saying they even have the box art. So that's wild stuff. Let's see what some of the chat members are saying here. Pedro says, I assume they'll be done with that factory after these pieces are done. Yeah, I would hope so. Now I'm guessing I'm not going to get the Kill a Kill statue they showcased last year. Fat Tat Kill. Hopefully. They kind of swept it under the rug, said, hey, we're taking care of it. Don't worry, everything's under control. I'll leave it with that. And the last company that tried to reassure the community didn't really live up to their word. But I gave them a chance. I'm going to give Prime One a chance. Zodian saying, do we know what and all that company does for Prime One? Do they just make the molds? Not sure. That's all we got, Zodian. I'm sure there's going to be more information trickling in over the next few days. Jose's in the house. What's going on, Jose? Statue Kingdom. So who do you believe? Prime One or the factory? Eesh. I don't know. I maybe believe both. I don't think a factory would come out and divulge all that information, put themselves at risk, and say, hey, yeah, we're going to sell the molds to recoup the money. Why would they do that after all these years? The guy was saying after 5 years of business. Why would they do that? It wouldn't make sense. But at the same time, I'm not just going to disregard what Prime One says. Like, it could be I don't know. Maybe Prime One paid too late. I'd like a statement from the factory saying, hey, they paid, this is what's going on. But from what I'm reading, it doesn't sound like the relationship is good, in good standing from what we're reading here. Because if they're still selling the molds and stuff, what was the point? Yeah, I don't know. Altered State saying, same with the big chap, and then pressuring us to buy, now saying pre-orders will close soon, just a few days into pre-timing lineups. I could pull that up too. Don't worry, we're going to have club on Friday too, so I was going to keep some news for that, but yeah, Altered State, you're not wrong. That's something some collectors were concerned about, was the fact that, I'll pull it up here. The big chap is now low stock. Few spots remaining, which is wild, man. 500 at 3K, few spots remaining. If that's true, good for them. I definitely saw a different. I saw a different reaction from at least the community we're involved in when it came to this piece. So surprising to see that it's a few spots remaining. I hope that's not a tactic. I feel like some of the companies use those tactics, those waitlist tactics and FOMO tactics to get the sales, and it works. It works. I think it works. Once you put something on waitlist and your waitlist converts, especially with Prime 1, where it's not like Sideshow where a bunch of convert and it's first come first serve. With Prime 1, you know it's going to do its rounds and take weeks and weeks and weeks. Fat Tyke is, if you put this question in Google, is Prime 1 Studio in financial trouble? You get an answer that they are in trouble. But if you put that same question in Gemini, it gives you no answer. That's weird. What is a mold? A mold is essentially what they use to create the statue. Right? Whatever material they use, they'll pour into the mold, and that will create the statue. They then take it and paint it, or add mixed media to it. So the mold is pretty much everything. Fettuccine says, wouldn't the usage of licensed mold create a copyright infringement? Yeah, but man, these guys under the table, you see it all the time on eBay, all these fake recasts, all the time. Altered State says, this definitely feels like a tactic to get quick money. Never seen them pressure on a drop like this. When the first few days it dropped. Time will tell. It's disheartening, man. It's wild to see where we are, where these companies are nowadays. It kind of sucks. But we'll see. I just go back to thinking the backlog that they have. There's no way that backlog can just be all QC. There's no way. So I want a little bit, I think my expectation now as a collector and as a customer is transparency is what we need from these companies. Because I think this is a bad hit, right? I think that the way I look at this is it's bad publicity, right? Whether Prime 1 is right or wrong, this is bad publicity. People think twice. People are not going to pre-order. And it just causes that... it plants the seed of doubt. You can't have this kind of stuff. So I hope that factory comes out and gives us a little more information. If that was even the factory, or if it was a representative that worked there, whatever. But it was enough to get Prime 1 to come out and admit it was a factory they were working with, and there was money exchanged, and there is a mold issue with the potential of them being auctioned. So that's all been confirmed. So there has to be some legitimacy to the statements that those factories are making. That factory is making in particular. Hate to see it. One of the top companies. No one's safe. No one's safe. You know what I tell you guys? Be careful when you pre-order. You want to pre-order, drop your little NRD and disappear. That's it. Don't do the payment plans. Don't do the payment plans with the companies. I've said that so many times. I don't care which company it is. Don't. You want to do the payment plan? I know it's a lot of work. It's not a lot of work. You're fucking lazy. It's not a lot of work. It's very easy. You're just lazy. Set up that separate account and just put the money to the separate account. Right? Prime One, Sideshow, whatever. You go on their website. I'm just using Sideshow as an example because you can look at the payments, right? Or do the math yourself. 1,000 payments, $1,000, 12 payments. Do the math. Put the money every week. If you want to do it every 3 months, but put it away yourself. Don't do the payment plans because look what's happening in the community. And it's tough not to say. It's tough to say don't pre-order because I think a lot of the companies are mismanaged with money and they depend on that pre-order money to move forward. But I know I'm not pre-ordering. I'm not pre-ordering much. I've thought about pre-ordering stuff after seeing this. I kind of want to pre-order that JND thing we saw where I'm going to talk about it. But man, if a company like like XM, Prime One, like face this kind of factory stuff, anybody can do it. Wild stuff. So I'll keep you guys posted with any more information that we get. We'll see if anything comes up between now and Club on Friday. I appreciate everyone who kind of sent me stuff, sent me images. Yeah, I put it into Chat GPT, so I don't know how accurate that is. But it's just, it dampens the hobby. And you know what? I don't know if it's a little bit of greed, but what it does is it opens the door for other companies to slip in and be successful. And I'm going to tell you, that opportunity was handed on a silver plate this week to JND. On a silver platter. Let's talk about it. JND and Beyond, baby. I always think when they talk about and Beyond, it's Toy Story, right? That's what it reminds me of. I don't know. They put up a video. You know, they've been talking about. Actually, let me clear the comments before we get into the new topic. Altered State the last few weeks. Let me get rid of JND because I don't want anyone to think that it's affiliated to them. The last few weeks have been a bad look for them. No way around that. And they went in and, to your point, Altered State, they went in and updated the alien piece. I'll talk about it Friday. I'll show the pictures. Changed the tail. They shortened the tail. Personally, I'm fucking backwards. I actually liked the way the tail was long before, the way it curled, but I'm not a big alien guy, so I don't know what's accurate and what's not accurate. Changed the ribs or something. But I think that there's been so many changes to that piece that people are confused. You don't know if it's this, that, or... Plus, it's only in the Facebook group, from what I saw, in the chat, the comments. So I thought it would be a great idea if they took that piece into their gallery and just got someone to do a quick little video. It doesn't have to be a whole production. Just do a video explaining what's being changed and whatnot. And I think they'd have so much more success. It's confusing at this point. Avoid the POs and payment plans at all costs. See, but it's tricky, Theo. And I'm going to save this. It's tricky because some of the companies, you got to pre-order to get the thing. At a certain price, certain discount. It's tough. But pre-ordering is not being incentivized at all. I've been saying this for months. Years. Cash, Vintage John, no payment plans. Thank you, Cash. 100%. Man. John saying, if this was fake news, Prime One wouldn't have made a statement. Tough times for everyone with a hint of karma. I think they would have made a statement just to defend their name, but it really can't be fake news because they've backed it up with the points that were in the communication about molds being auctioned and money here and there missing, and so hobby has become very volatile to drop massive lumps of funds on. Yeah. John says, I agree with you, John. Only paying the NRD, no payment plans. No. Klaus says, what's wrong with payment plans? Klaus, I don't have all night. I could be here for days talking about this. In a nutshell, Klaus, payment plans, you're giving the money to the company. They're in control of the money, right? They're in control of the money. Keep the money in your pocket, on your person. If you have an emergency, you don't have to worry about canceling it and then sending it back and this whole hoopla. If you're I'll give you an example. If you're on a payment plan with like XM Studios, let's say you bought through a distributor, XM Studios, you went on a payment plan, you paid off your XM Beast Wars, whatever, statue, or your Witchblade, you paid it off. Man, they've been holding on to that money for like 3 years, and you can't cancel. Some distributors will take 40% of the... It's just a big mess. It's a big mess. Keep the money on you. Companies like Sideshow or, payment plans are... Sideshow's pretty good for now, right? Sideshow's been bulletproof for now. I think they'll continue to be. They're kind of like the lighthouse in the collecting community, shining light on everything. They're the ones that have been trusted. But man, the stuff we're seeing, why give the company the payment plan? Keep the payment plan in your, keep the money in your home, in your bank account, then make a lump sum payment afterwards when it's time to ship, and when it's due. We're just in a different time. Payment plans used to be a useful tool, helping you organize it. Things were releasing on time. It's not like that anymore. Ram, what's up, John? The head down portrait being removed from me killed it when it comes to the big chap. Yeah, man. That's another thing that we covered it Monday or something. But yeah, they removed it. For now, at least, he says he's not adding it due to costs and so forth. And that's the whole thing. Money keeps being mentioned throughout different posts. And then seeing this today was like, shit. What would make Prime 1 redo the Bermeo Joker in quarter? The Bermeo Joker in quarter is still more expensive than what you can find the 1/3 for. And it's not people say I don't have space. It's not a massive piece. He's hunched over, tucked in. The base is not that big, right? It's like my Deathstroke. It's not that big. You could get it for cheaper than the quarter. $11.99. I don't know. $200 more than Superman Hush that they did in quarter. I don't know, man. Something's not kosher over there. I just wish that they were transparent. Put more people at ease, I would hope. But I don't want them to become transparent and then lie like XM. Set dates and lie about them. New dates and lie about them. And they've done with a few releases. I think what was that one? From the video game. With the Ellie. What's that game again? Last of Us. I think that was delayed twice. You got to be careful with that stuff. Altered state payment plans. Tough distributor can be different. Can cancel at any time and get all payments back minus NRD. But yeah, trust. I hear you because I'm in far too deep with plans. I think it depends on the distributor, Altered State. Because I know distributors where they will not give you all your money back. They will not give you all your money back. And some will hold you to it because XM hasn't canceled it yet. Now, if XM cancels the project, it's one thing. But a lot of the distributors will not give you the money back. Theo says Level 52 Studios is a prime example of a company that went under. An American company, mind you, that basically stole a bunch of money from customers and never refunded them. There you go. They still owe me 500 Australian dollars for something they never released. That sucks. Lucky Lex, what's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well. We got a lot more people in here now. I'll put the offer again. If anybody wants to join me, you're more than welcome to. I don't think I'm going to be too much longer. I just want to talk about a little bit more of that JND, what they showed. But can we wrap it up with Prime 1? Is there anything else you guys want to mention? I hate to see this. I hope that this is just a little hiccup. I think everybody's been nervous what we saw with XM when it came to the factories. So when we saw, remember the factory put out a big statement like that when it came to XM with the boxes auction. So when we see Prime 1 doing it, it's like backs to the wall right away. It's the worst thought possible. But I'm hoping it's not a case like that. I'm hoping. But man, Prime 1's got to step up. I want to start seeing. Oh, that's another thing. The stats I wanted to show you. I want to see them start pumping out those statues real quick. Like, come on. 3 years waiting? That's ridiculous. Thanks to the Statue Historical Information Tracker, tracking the details, Vega was doing such an amazing job. 2026, this is what Prime 1 looks like. Rough numbers, I think. I think there was a release today. That one from Ghost of Tsushima, whatever, the sequel to that movie, whatever it is. We'll talk about it Friday. But that's what I mean. Another pre-order. Another pre-order. I don't know, man. It just... So far for 2026, they've put out 21 pre-orders. And that's just 21 pre-orders, like, straight statue. If you count, like, regular, deluxe, bonus of the statue, then they've put 48 total. And they've released 13. Roughly. Minus 1 or 2. Altered State says Prime 1 needs to not have another showcase all year and just focus on pumping out what's already been paid for. I think that's good advice. I think that's good advice. But at the same time, Altered, I look at what some of these companies are doing, and man, the competition is so high. It's like, if they don't stay on top of innovation and price point and new product, they may fall behind. But you're right. I think most important is getting the pieces to the customer. It's not going to be collecting any more money. But then they don't collect the money. If they're in a financial issue, then what? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. At this point, if Prime 1 wants my money, offer free shipping. Depending on the distributor you go through, they'll roll in shipping for you. They can't give it free anything. This will be interesting to see how it plays out. I hope it's not a negative one. Let's go into JND Studios and beyond. Little Woody and Buzz there. Wild what this company's doing. Absolutely wild. They dropped this video this morning. We've been talking about their latest kind of dive into what they want to do is comic statues in quarter scale. The first one they showed with this Kingdom Come Superman, and man oh man, this is a work of art. A few things to confirmed. It is mixed media, which is meaning this is not like the Reef Superman. That is fabric, clothing, and cape, and shorts. And the portrait is not silicone. That is sculpted. But man, what they were able to capture with that portrait is stunning. And the hands, the detail work. This is going to come in at a price point of $8.99 USD. And you will be able to buy direct through JND's site on Friday. So I'm going to show you one thing here. Look, beautiful. I think it's beautiful work here. Do I have to rewind? Yeah, here we go. Hold on. I'm going to pause it. The eyes are glass. Glass eyes. Just stunning work. Double bass. A little bit of a storytelling base there. Look, you saw it. I never noticed that actually. So that was cool. Right there. They give you the bass. They give you the sub bass. I wonder if you can maybe use it without that sub bass. A lot of people weren't liking that, but maybe you can. Maybe you can't. This is what I want to talk about. The only thing I don't know is this emblem. On whether this emblem is like a leather material or fabric material glued on, or if it's actually sculpted and magnetically placed, or there's a keyhole in the chest where there's a hole in the fabric somehow. But I really hope that that is sculpted and not like a sticker. I think that would elevate it a lot. But this $8.99, guys, is wild for this. Look at those eyes. And JND cinematography, I'll tell you right now, they display a statue well with these videos. They sell a statue very well. They said fabric suit, correct, Jay. Mixed media suit. Blinken saying, I'm all in on the JND quarter scale Kingdom Come line. I can't wait to see Wonder Woman and Batman. Oh, we're going to get to that. This line has so much potential. Boba Bill in the house. Good to see you, buddy. This soups is the shit. 100%. I mean, it looks like... it looks like it. Just wondering if they did. Yeah, they confirmed in the video, I believe, that it is mixed media. This is mixed media. You're not fooling me on this one. This one is 100% mixed media. I like the classic Justice League costume better. They're dropping, but do dig the older Kingdom Come Superman. Might just grab that one. I'm going to give you the details. There's more details. I just wanted you guys to kind of enjoy this and take this in. So this is the whole behind the scenes that they usually do. Beautiful. And then they have the team that goes ahead and talks about everything. Hold on. There we go. And it kind of shows you what's going on. But there was a scene here I wanted to pull up. They went on to confirm that the next installment is going to be... the next piece they're going to do is a comic scale... a comic book Power Girl in 1/3. So that's one they're going to do. Speaking to a few collectors as well, 1/3, kind of an odd choice on that one, considering they're doing the line, but was it here? Hold on. I think it was here, look. So a little detective work this morning. Now we know, but it was like 5 in the morning, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, wait a second. They mentioned something about a duo, and I was watching this video, and I zoomed in, and I'm like, oh no, they didn't. Look, here's the original, the younger Superman suit. And yes, they did. Before I move into that, just look here. Here's the little tease at possibly the Power Girl they were talking about. This was on the computer screen. Don't leave anything on the computer screen when the everyday collector's watching. All right? So good. We can get out of this now. We saw... Damn it. Hold on. We saw pretty much what it had, what was showing. Look at that. Just you want to see the portrait look. See, just that emblem. I want to know what that emblem is made of. Perfect. I don't know what more you want. There you go. In all its glory, some photos to share. Blinken says, was it 1/3 Power Girl or Supergirl? It was... Oh, did I F that up? Supergirl. Okay, it was Supergirl. I said Power Girl? Supergirl is what I meant. Was it Supergirl? Then why did they show the picture of Power Girl? Maybe that's why I got confused. Alright. Maybe I'm completely wrong on that one. What's going on, Justin? Good to see you. Positive vibes. Altered State says it's Supergirl, so I'll take what Altered State says. I think I got thrown off because I saw the Power Girl. Now I'm questioning it. Altered State, you're 100% on with Supergirl? Whatever. I think it's in the verbatim I have after this anyways. But Altered State's on top of things, so I believe him. Either way, let's keep going. I saw that picture of Power Girl and I'm like, yeah. That's why they mentioned it. But I was wrong then. Okay. Anyways, here's the portraits. We saw all these pictures already. Perfect. So we get past to today's post. Here's what James had to say. I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. It seems many of you were surprised, and I've been receiving a lot of questions as well. I apologize that I'm not able to respond to everyone. Okay, yada, 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 the usual. The video only shows the Kingdom Come version. What is the dual version? In fact, this Superman project was originally developed in 2 versions. At first, we planned to release only one of them. However, the response from all of you was far more enthusiastic than expected, and we received a significant number of inquiries about the regular version. Because of that, I decided to include the regular version as a secret element of this release. Due to the additional time needed to refine its quality, it was not included in the video. However, I'm happy to say that it's been completed beautifully. This version represents a younger Superman. Number 2, is this product silicone or resin? This product is made of resin. As with all JND products, our goal remains the same, to deliver the production pieces that closely match the painting quality of the prototype with confidence in achieving the level of quality. There you go. We were able to offer this product at a much more accessible price point. There you go. What versions are available? So here we go. Here's some info we got today. You're going to have 3 types that you could buy. You could buy the Kingdom Come Superman by himself. You could buy the Justice League Superman by himself. Or you can buy the combined set, including both. Kingdom Come, I believe, is going to be $8.99. Justice League will be $8.99 US. And if you buy both, they'll come out to $16.99 US. The additional set does not include any additional exclusive components. It's just, okay, perfect. Total edition size, including the 3 versions, will be $9.99. So it's going to be, I guess, $9.99 divided by the 3, depending on how sales are. That will stipulate the ES. Maybe 500 for the combined, 200 each for the single. That's a guess. Nothing's been confirmed there. That's pretty much it. Thanks to our incredible support. These past few days have been truly meaningful and rewarding. Full product photos will be revealed tomorrow. Goes up for pre-order Friday. So Friday through the JND site, and on Saturday through distributors. I like how they do that. They separate the days. With a relatively larger edition size, I hope many of you feel comfortable securing your piece. We're also currently preparing Batman and Wonder Woman within the same series. I want to see that Batman. Additionally, we're carefully considering various comic-based ideas that many of you suggested, or future explanations of this line. Expansions of this line. Perfect. This is what he looks like. Beautiful. Love it. I think they're killing it. I think they're brilliant doing this. Pat on the back to them. This was very smart. This week worked in their favor with what happened with Prime 1, I'll tell you that. Now everyone has their backs to the walls. I'm going to cancel my Prime 1. Alex Ross, people are talking about. I'll do some comparison shots hopefully tonight after the stream and have it up for Friday so you can see. I like doing those where your money can take you. $8.99, this is what you get. I'll compare it to what Prime 1 offers too. I think Prime 1 offers the fabric cape and sculpted cape, but you don't know where they're at right now with that. With Blitzway. You don't know that relationship. They haven't been transparent in that publicly with that relationship. So what are you supposed to do? Just sit and wait? It becomes tough as a collector when something like this is being put on the market. I know the mixed media, some people have their back against the wall. They're not very happy with the mixed media, but man, I'm telling you, man, this looks good. The only thing I could say about this, I'd love to pick up this one here, the younger Superman. I'd love to have both, really. I'm just trying to wrap my head around paying $16.99 for the exact same pose. Right? Exact same pose Superman. It'd be nice to have the younger and the Kingdom Come next to each other. But, I don't know. $16.99, that's not bad for 2. Fairly priced. It looks stunning. They've proven with prototype to production on likeness carries home. If they can do that with this quarter scale line, will be a home run. And there will be companies that should be nervous. Sideshow, Prime 1. I even think LBS to a certain degree. I know LBS is doing in 1/3, but LBS is tackling the Kingdom Come. It's competition. This is good competition. This is a competition that's needed. But I like what JND did was they were just quiet. You know, a few years ago, JND sucked ass, like ass. Likenesses were off. Faces looked like candle wax. They stayed quiet. They stayed to their business model. And then slowly improved and improved and improved. And look where they are today. They stayed quiet about this line. Nobody really knew that this line was coming. Boom. Right? They didn't go share it everywhere. They smacked you right in the face with it. Oh my God, what's the first one? And then they show Kingdom Come Superman, which is a licensed Superman that you don't see on the market. They could have done this Superman as the first reveal. They were brilliant doing the Kingdom Come first because that's the one that you don't see on the market too often. I love it. I want to support this. I really want to support this because I want this to be successful. We'll see. We'll see Friday. I'm still thinking about it. $8.99 is not a lot for what you're getting here. I want to see that Batman, Wonder Woman, but then you get tied in with the Trinity. And I don't have a Trinity, a Justice League Trinity, so this could work. I would really love to see them do the Alex Ross Batman and Joker. And if they were able to pull off the Dio where he's holding him by the throat, oh my God, man. We'll see. I'm going to try to pump some ideas, but big congratulations to JND on this, and I hope it's successful for them. Mon just said, what's going on, man? How happy, what a day we are. Wednesday. Hope you're doing well, brother. Yep, just canceled my Prime 1 Alex Ross pre-order. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Not to go wrong, like, that's still a beautiful piece, right? And I think that one, I think that's cool because you get this, where you're going to capture an audience with that one is the collectors that don't want the mixed media. All right, you got your sculpted, full body sculpt, and then you got your sculpted cape and fabric cape that flows, that you can have just draping down. Perfect. That's that own market. But man, I'm talking about like future releases even. JND putting up this level of quality. Love it. Love the museum pose. It screams Alex Ross. When I think of Alex Ross heroes, this is what I think of. The stoic museum pose, standing there looking out into the distance. Beautiful. Beautiful. I want to see that Batman. I want to see it with the pupils, long ears. Man, lots of potential here. Cosmic Fortress is in the house. I'm sure it's the new movie version of Supergirl. That's why it's 1/3. Okay. Well, I must have completely missed that part. It was so early in the morning. But I thought I got them with that Power Girl picture. I think that's where I got that confusion. But yeah, you're probably... But they're not doing... Unless Cosmic, that Supergirl is part of their... That's going to be part of their regular line, the 1/3 silicone line, because this line here is supposed to be comic, not movie. So unless they were teasing the next release of, that could be that Supergirl, but it's part of their other line, their other 1/3 line with silicone. Oh well. Let's see. We'll see. Time will tell. It'll be very interesting later half for the year for the hobby. A lot of wheels turning in motion at the moment. Looking forward to seeing the Batman from JND. Yeah, I want to see the Batman for sure. And how they do the Wonder Woman. Is that going to be rooted hair or glued hair? Or is that going to be sculpted? Oh, mama. I tell you, they kind of... They disheartened me a little bit with the... I won't lie, the Catwoman I got. Right? You all know the story. And then I kind of, okay. And then I got the JND Pattinson Batman. And I'm like, fuck. This company, when they do when QC is good and there isn't any humidity, they're doing these pieces right when it comes to likeness. Not so much the unmasked portrait, but the whole suit. So I want him to be successful. I want to see that 89 or 92 Keaton. I'm really holding out. That's why I'm really not pre-ordering anything this year. So far, I picked up a bunch of stuff, but pre-order wise, I'm waiting for that Michael Keaton from Prime 1 is where I really wanted to. I was going to go that half scale, but it almost let me down a little bit from what I've seen in early pictures. But when JND said that was on the docket, that and the Penguin, I'm like, yeah, that's where, I kind of got to be frugal and save my pennies because even their NRDs and deposits are quite high. But I think that's towards the later part of the year, so I'm going to wait. As much as I've been tempted to pick up a few pieces, I'm going to wait. I'm going to collect responsibly, people. Mono saying, all good, John. I'm in for this QC line planning. Hell yeah, man. I want it to be successful. I think it's great competition. I just watched the JND trailer again, and at the end, James said it's a 1/3 Supergirl comic version. So that will be interesting to see. I may have to get it. See, okay. Apologize for the misspeaking there. It is Supergirl. Okay, 1/3. We'll see. So that wasn't the one. Damn, I thought I got them. I thought they were teasing on each side. Oh well. Supergirl, I probably won't be interested in. I don't have any connection to that character whatsoever. So, but the Batman and Superman, for sure, that'll be cool. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you hanging out. I'll tell you right now, when you're by yourself, an hour goes by quick too. Holy mac! But I wasn't by myself. I had the awesome chat in here. It's about 60 people in here. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Lincoln says, I'm sure they'll make an Alex Ross Power Girl. They were teasing that little posters on the side, man. That was everybody. Hawkman, all that stuff. So, can you imagine a Hawkman with the wing? Whew. Holy mac! Printing money at those prices. I'm gonna do a price comparison. What $8.99 will get you when you go to Sideshow, when you go to Prime, when you go around the community. You're gonna see what $899 will get you. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna prepare it after the show. But I love you guys, man. This was good. I want to start getting back into a little bit of these, smaller lives, some pre-recorded content where I kind of share. I gotta get sometimes my opinion out. I don't want to say necessarily on my own, but where we don't have such a massive panel, because I know sometimes my opinions are very to the point, and I don't know. Random JND Penguin, end of the year, I hope, man. Graded says, man, if I start the 1/4 JND, I'm in trouble. I'm telling you, man. Dangerous stuff. Statue King says they should do the whole Justice League. At this price point, they will have no problem selling these. I'm telling you, man. Who else can they do? Can you imagine like a Green Lantern? I don't need to necessarily get into so much of Justice. Give me an Alex Ross, Batman, Superman, and a Joker. Set. And Marvel. We hasn't even touched Marvel yet. Damn. John Connor says Blitzway has also been killing it in affordability. I'll tell you, John, you're right. You're right. But the thing, Blitzway and JND, the fit and finish, I believe, on JND is a tad higher, man. Blitzway's great. But with JND, that polish, they just give you that extra polish. They polish the knob at the end. That nice little... I'm telling you. But Marvel? Oh, my God. A Kingpin. I don't care. Even if you do Alex Ross. Give me a Kingpin. Give me a Doc Ock. Oh, my God. Yeah. 1/4 Marvel will be dangerous. I've told companies, so many companies, do the Sinister Six, and nobody's listening to me. Sideshow teased the Doc Ock. Do the Sinister Six. JND comes out and does that line, Alex Ross style. I'll tell you right now, a Kingpin, I'll buy day one. I've always wanted a nice Kingpin. Oh boy. John Connor, Blitzway has also... Yeah, we read that one very good. Flash. Yep. Heck yeah. I like your bold and straightforward opinions. Please don't change. John, 5 years, baby. We're not 5 years doing this. We're not changing for nobody. No changing. They're not getting the Marvel license from Sideshow. That one, you might... It'll be interesting to see if they distribute through Sideshow. Or if they don't, they'll most likely have to go through distributor like that, which I'm not a big fan of. I like to buy direct if I'm going to buy over both. If they do the whole Justice League, I'm definitely in. And yeah, if they do Marvel, she's going to need more space. Man, Marvel's the danger. Justin saying, yes, they have DeLorean and T-800 Endo Bust. Curious to see how they come out. Yeah, that DeLorean's going to be badass. Altered State, Day One Kingpin, for sure. I'd also like to see JND tackle Terminator. Whew, mama. That's why I'm kind of clenching the pearls, because I feel like they got stuff brewing back there. And when it comes to, I feel like I'm in my collecting, the way I'm collecting right now, I'm kind of going more in that movie direction. There's still some pieces I'd like to get. Prime 1 Penguin and that Riddler Freeze maybe even, and I even like that Clayface. Both the LBS and Prime 1. We'll see how they turn out. But yeah, man, there's a lot of stuff coming, and I'm... No rush. Where are we going? There's nowhere to go. We're here hanging out, collecting. The whole fun of it is with a weight. Once you have it, that's it. Big shout out to the channel members: Damiano, Brian, Kenzilla, Bats in the Belfry, Graded, Boba Bill, Slifer, Tom, Justin. We got Zello, Vibranium Jim, X-Men Exclusives, Gotham Cinnabites, Big Silva, and JK8K. Freaking love you guys. Appreciate you supporting the channel and helping keep the lights on. StreamYard's expensive, you know? It helps. Every little bit helps. I appreciate you guys. All right, we'll leave it here. We'll talk soon. Stay safe. I'll catch you on Friday for Collectors Club. I might go live tomorrow again. Talk a little bit about Momenic and what's going on there. I've been meaning to. Monday, we got caught up with such a busy show. And last Friday, I kind of want to do a Momenic. I might do it by itself tomorrow. If not, it's going to happen Friday. So stay tuned to the channel. Just subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get the notification. All right. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Stay safe. And most importantly, collect responsibly. And what that entails is no payment plans. We'll see you. This is how I felt this morning again. You hate to see it.